So, laughing as I walk up the stairs because Riley bought this sign with her chore money, and now it's on. I love that girl. So prayer is one thing that carried me through my pregnancy with the quints, and still to this day. But I had hundreds and thousands of people praying for me, and people that I didn't even know. And so, like, man, I just kind of reflect back on that and say, like, look at where we are today and where we started with the journey of, being faced with quintuplet pregnancy and being told we needed to reduce down to twins. So there's a big part of my testimony and walk as a Christian through my story. And so the episode that was last week, I shared previously, link here, but the next week episode and the week after that or whatever, really get deeper dive into that part of my walk. And so I know my story is, it's personal, it's my story. However, but above all, yes, it's my personal testimony, but above that, it's God's story and what God has done in my life. And I have felt more than ever needing to be more vocal about this journey that I've walked through in becoming a Christian, and just the proof of miracles and what God is in my life. And I have become mature enough to realize that it's not just my story. It is a story that I'm meant to share so that you, whoever might need to hear this, may find Jesus in the midst of it. And my trials are not for myself, but they were for me to be able to show and speak and teach someone who therefore is going through something that might be able to see Jesus. And that is a beautiful thing in our hearts that God puts in our hearts. And we learn from something. I'm always wanting to learn from my trials. Like, what can I do above this and out of this, and who can I help through this? And so just encouragement for you guys. But above all, just in random moments like this, as haven't showered, haven't brushed my teeth, it's 2 p.m., I'm in my PJs doing house stuff. I just felt this overwhelming sense of gratitude and love, and just a power to say, like, Danielle, remember, you can speak to, you can share, and you can be vocal and share what I have done for you. And I've been doing that through our podcast, and I'm trying to do better with being more vulnerable in a state of, I feel like I'm always can be real, but just vulnerable of my heart and what God has done. And so it doesn't get more real than this, guys, but in this moment of sharing this right now, I literally felt it. I felt someone needs to hear this, and I'm going to share it. And that might seem crazy to some of you, but if you are a Christian, and so I hope you'll have a great afternoon, and make sure to brush your teeth today, especially before you get face to face with people and not just your phone. But thank you all for just the incredible support that you've always had, and the encouragement that you send to me. It really does help me realize that even when it's hard for me to speak up or say something, it's valuable, and it encourages me to be more vocal. God gives me the strength to do what I'm doing right here, is talking to myself in the reflection of this phone, so that I can say something to you, whoever might need it. Because I truly believe sharing your story is so impactful and so powerful. And Adam and I have always believed that. And we feel like we do have one to share, but we're sharing it, feeling called to share it on a more vulnerable platform in a way. So just encouragement is always needed. So I thank you